most mysterious ancient treasures ever discovered. In the vast, timeless deserts of Egypt, a young archaeologist named Amelia stood at the foot of the Great Pyramid of Giza, gazing at the colossal stone structures that had baffled humanity for centuries. Her heart raced with the thrill of discovery, for Amelia wasn't just standing in front of one of the 7 wonders of the world, she was on the cusp of uncovering one of history's most mysterious and elusive treasures. It all began when a forgotten scroll tucked away in a dusty corner of an ancient library was found during an excavation. The scroll was centuries old, its parchment yellowed with age, but the inscription was clear: the golden heart of the pharaoh awaits beneath the sands. This cryptic message referred to an object so valuable, so powerful, that it had been hidden away by the pharaoh himself to protect it from invaders and thieves alike. Amelia had heard stories of the pharaoh's legendary treasure, the Heart of Ra, a golden amulet said to contain the power of the sun god himself. The ancient text spoke of its ability to grant immortality and wisdom to whoever possessed it. But no one had ever found it, and many believed it was nothing but a myth. Undeterred by the skepticism of her peers, Amelia embarked on a dangerous journey into the heart of Egypt's vast, shifting deserts. Armed with her knowledge of ancient Egyptian culture and inscriptions, she followed the clues, which led her to an underground chamber beneath the Sphinx. The journey was perilous, filled with hidden traps and puzzles that had been left by the ancient Egyptians to protect the treasure. As Amelia ventured deeper into the labyrinth, she found herself facing the final trial, a massive stone door that could only be opened by solving an ancient riddle. The words carved into the stone were in a forgotten dialect, but after days of deciphering, Amelia cracked the code. The door creaked open, revealing the treasure room. There, bathed in the soft glow of her lantern, lay the golden heart of Ra. It was more magnificent than she had ever imagined, an intricately carved amulet, its surface glowing with a faint, ethereal light. It was as though the sun god himself had bestowed his blessings upon the artifact. But Amelia's discovery was not just about the treasure itself, it was the realization of how history's greatest mysteries could still be uncovered with dedication, passion, and a willingness to chase the unknown. The golden heart symbolized more than wealth, it was a testament to the enduring power of curiosity and the unyielding human spirit to seek the truths of the past. As Amelia stood before the heart of Ra, she understood that the greatest treasure was not the golden amulet she had found, but the journey itself, the story of discovery that would inspire generations to come. And so, she took the artifact, but only to preserve it, knowing that its true value lay not in its riches, but in the mysteries it held. Mysteries that could forever change humanity's understanding of the ancient world. The heart of Ra became more than just a relic. It became a symbol of the unrelenting pursuit of knowledge, reminding us that some of the most profound treasures of the past are still waiting to be discovered by those brave enough to seek them. Amelia stood there for a moment, mesmerized by the golden heart of Ra. She could feel its power radiating from it, something beyond material wealth, something ancient, as if it held the collective wisdom of an entire civilization. With trembling hands, she gently lifted the amulet. Its weight was surprisingly light, but the responsibility it carried was immense. As she turned to leave the chamber, Amelia's mind raced. She had unearthed one of the greatest secrets of history, but she couldn't help but wonder, what other mysteries lay hidden beneath the sands of time? She thought of the countless treasures and artifacts lost to history, their stories forgotten, their power dormant, waiting for someone brave enough to seek them. Her journey had just begun. Over the following months, Amelia began to study the heart of Ra. Ancient texts hinted at other relics tied to the sun god, treasures scattered across the globe, their locations known only to a select few. The heart was not just an artifact, it was part of a larger puzzle, a network of lost treasures that could reveal secrets that might change the course of history itself. Amelia spent countless hours in the library, researching and decoding manuscripts, traveling from one excavation site to another. She uncovered clues that led her to places she had never imagined, a sunken city in the Mediterranean Sea, a hidden temple deep in the jungles of South America, and an ancient, crumbling library buried beneath the sands of Mesopotamia. With each discovery, Amelia grew more determined to unlock the full mystery behind the heart of Ra. She began to piece together a map that, if completed, would lead her to the final treasure, the legendary Book of Thoth, said to contain the knowledge of the gods themselves. But the journey was not without its dangers. One evening, as Amelia was traveling through the dense forests of the Amazon in search of the next clue, she was ambushed by a group of treasure hunters. They had been following her for months, hoping to steal the heart of Ra for themselves. The leader of the group, a notorious smuggler named Elias, was a man who would stop at nothing to get his hands on ancient treasures. Amelia was captured and brought to their camp. Elias smirked as he saw the heart of Ra hanging from her neck. "So, you found it," he said coldly, eyeing the amulet. "But you have no idea what you've gotten yourself into. There are more forces at play here than you realize." Amelia stood tall, her heart racing, but her mind sharp. She had encountered dangers before, and she wasn't about to let this be the end of her journey. "You don't understand, Elias. The heart of Ra isn't just a treasure. It's part of something much bigger, a puzzle that leads to the knowledge of the ancients. If you're after it for wealth, you'll never truly understand its power." Elias scowled. "I don't need to understand it. I just need to sell it. Now, hand it over." Amelia knew she had to act fast. With a sudden, swift motion, she knocked the heart of Ra from her neck and placed it in her pocket, hidden from view. Elias's eyes narrowed. "You'll regret this," he warned. "You can't escape. No one escapes with treasures like that." But Amelia had spent her life evading danger, learning the ways of the ancient world, and understanding the most sacred secrets of the past. She used her knowledge of the terrain and the jungle to escape their grasp, narrowly avoiding capture. The heart may have been powerful, but it was her intellect, her resolve, and her determination that would guide her through the treacherous path ahead. Amelia's adventure had now turned into a race against time. Elias and his crew were relentless, but she had something they didn't, an unshakable belief in the power of the ancient world. She traveled deeper into unknown territories, deciphering each clue, overcoming every challenge, and outsmarting those who sought to control history for their own gain. The treasure hunters weren't her only problem. Amelia discovered that a secret society, known only as the Keepers of the Light, had been watching her every move. Their sole purpose was to protect the ancient knowledge from being exploited by the wrong hands. They believed that the treasures Amelia sought could bring about a new era of enlightenment, but only if handled with great care. If misused, they could bring about chaos and destruction. It was then that Amelia realized that her journey was no longer just about finding treasures. It was about protecting them from those who sought to misuse their power. She knew the stakes were higher than she had ever imagined. One fateful evening, Amelia arrived at a hidden temple deep in the jungles of Southeast Asia. The temple was old, older than any structure she had seen before. It was covered in intricate carvings, depicting scenes of ancient gods, battles, and celestial events. At the heart of the temple was a massive stone door, covered in a maze of symbols. Amelia recognized them immediately. They were part of the ancient map she had been following for months. With great care, she placed the heart of Ra into a stone indentation at the center of the door. There was a moment of stillness before the ground rumbled beneath her feet. Slowly, the stone door creaked open, revealing a vast chamber filled with golden light. Inside the chamber lay the Book of Thoth, resting on a pedestal, surrounded by mystical energy. The knowledge of the gods, the wisdom of the ancients, was within her reach. But as Amelia stepped forward, she knew her greatest challenge was just beginning. The story of Amelia, her pursuit of the greatest treasures of the ancient world, and the secrets she uncovered is one that would be passed down through generations. Her journey wasn't just about discovering hidden artifacts, it was about understanding the true power of knowledge, the importance of history, and the responsibility that came with it. But as she stared at the Book of Thoth, she realized that the greatest treasure of all wasn't the amulets or gold, but the lessons learned along the way. And in the end, it was those lessons that would change the world forever. Amelia stood before the Book of Thoth, feeling a sense of awe and reverence wash over her. The air around the ancient text seemed to shimmer with energy, as if it were alive, waiting for someone worthy enough to unlock its secrets. Her fingers hovered above the pages, and for a brief moment, she felt a connection to the countless souls who had sought this knowledge before her. She knew this wasn't just any treasure, it was the key to understanding the deepest mysteries of the universe. The Book of Thoth was said to hold the knowledge of the cosmos, the origins of life, the secrets of the stars, and the hidden laws that govern everything from the smallest atom to the farthest reaches of space. To open it would be to understand not only the past but also the future. As she reached for the book, a voice suddenly echoed in her mind. It wasn't spoken aloud, but it was clear. "Are you ready to bear the weight of this knowledge?" Amelia paused. The voice wasn't coming from anyone in the temple, nor from the book itself. It was as if the very essence of the ancient temple was speaking to her. The Keepers of the Light had warned her about this moment. The knowledge within the Book of Thoth was powerful, but it could change the course of humanity forever. The question was she ready to handle it? The voice came again, more insistent this time. The knowledge you seek is not for the faint of heart. It will reveal truths that may shatter everything you thought you knew about the world. Are you willing to accept the burden of this discovery? Amelia's heart pounded in her chest. She thought of all she had endured to get here, the dangers, the betrayals, the challenges. But she also thought of the potential good that could come from unlocking the secrets of the book.